काफी लड़के होते हैं, लड़कियों का अच्छा है, ऐसे है थोड़ा ऐसे हल्का सा कुछ हिला लिया, बहुत सारे फॉलोअर्स मिल गए, राइट? The mini Big Pucci podcast. Mwah. Namaste, welcome to the Big Pucci podcast.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm so happy I'm finally here. Today I feel like I've arrived.
You know, Rupal has been, ऐसे नहीं होता एक सिटी में कोई आपके फ्रेंड्स होते जो एक सिटी के डीएनए बन जाते हैं आपके लिए. First of all, so auto talk to you in Hindi.
I know, oh my god.
आप हिंदी में क्यों नहीं बात करते असली लाइफ में?
करते तो हैं इतना. That's just me maybe.
Maybe,
हाँ,
yeah.
मैं करती हूँ.
Yeah. No, I know what the biggest thing in your life is right now.
शादी के लिए लड़का. Thanks. I had no idea by the way. Just disclaimer कि मुझे बिल्कुल पता नहीं था पारस मेरे से ये बारे में बात करने वाला है आज.
You know, Shadi has been on my mind a lot right now. Since the Supreme Court of India is talking about the Shadi, I'm thinking, भाई मेरे को तो boyfriend नहीं मिल रहा, अगर शादी allow भी होगी तो हो नहीं गा. And then this is best friend who also, she has been very steadfastly looking for Shadi right now, right?
Yeah.
How's that going?
Oh my god, don't ask. I think शादी is such a weird topic इस वक्त because सब लोग करना चाहते हैं but to find that one person आज के ज़माने में I think it's become tougher.
Why do you want to get married?
यार I'm done dating. I'm seriously bored of dating. मतलब this whole idea of कोई नहीं है आपका एक शहर में and आप हर बार एक ढूंढ रहे हो डेट कर रहे हो इनिशियली बहुत एक्साइटिंग लगता है कि वाओ आई हैव अ न्यू डेट. अब मैं सच में ऑनेस्टली बोर हो गई हूँ लाइक एक्सट्रीमली बोर्ड ऑफ डेट्स. सेम कॉन्वर्सेशन सेम एक दूसरे को जानना मतलब कब तक ये करेंगे यार. हाउ मेनी डेट्स आई मस्ट हैव बीन ऑन. लाइक माय पेरेंट्स लाफ एट दिस. मतलब इतनी डेट्स पे जाने के बाद भी तुमको कोई लड़का कैसे नहीं मिला. बट दैट्स जस्ट द ट्रूथ.
तो हम दोनों की डेटिंग स्ट्रेटजी बहुत अलग है. Rupal actually goes on dates. My people just come over for a hookup.
I can't obviously do that.
It starts with the sex for me, which is quite nice. I've been feeling very bad now.
What?
After dad, for me, that's been very tough. I went off Grindr.
Oh my god, what is that
Rupal's
like?
reaction.
What is that like? But why?
I went off Grindr because पहली बात तो the kind of boys I was meeting, the kind of guys I'm into. I like people who are open and stuff. And Grindr in India, most people don't have their display picture. The display is a fool, patta, ye wo. So the whole thing is I don't know who it is. The kind of people I was meeting, no, Aarti, it was only just about. I see the irony of the fact that I'm saying it. I was only meeting people who wanted sex. Don't laugh.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's true. Now, you remember how earlier when I would meet these guys and I didn't worry about किसकी sexuality क्या है, किसका label क्या है. If we vibed. अब Grindr पे वो नहीं हो रहा था. So I have suddenly given that a break and I'm just like, let me just meet guys organically and see how it goes. The other thing is now I'm not looking for a boyfriend. I'm looking for a bro who also likes to sleep with other chicks, sleep with other guys, where we chill together. We
Like
do
an
some
open
masti.
relationship.
Like an open relationship. Oh, I want an open relationship.
Yeah, that's what you want.
So I want to ask you why you want to get married and I'll tell you why. There's a takeaway for me for that. Why?
I want to get married because I want that kind of stability in my life. I want that partner. I want that security. I want कि मेरा ये इंसान है and basically someone who will just become family.
You're not
And
married, you'll
also
get
I
bored.
would want to get, no, I never get bored, yeah. I'm the kind of person who's happy with one person in my life. I'm not attracted to other people while I'm in a relationship. मेरे को वो होता ही नहीं है. No matter how long the relationship is. So I'm okay. And I think I'm okay even if I do feel attracted to somebody else, मैं control कर लूँगी, ऐसा कोई issue नहीं है. I also want to have children too. At some point.
Have you ever said this to me?
Yeah, which I know even you want to have kids,
I
right?
don't want to have so many babies. If I had a uterus, I would have been making so many on my own.
I'm pretty sure. But no, I do want to have kids. Maybe not a lot, but at least one.
But this you've not said this to me so often.
हाँ, ये नया development है. ये नया development है.
हम दोनों ऐसे ना, like I think it's a Libran thing where.
Could be. And I also feel like for a kid, a lot of people argue this. एक लड़की recently she told me, she said, which is like the common thing now, कि शादी कर बच्चे के लिए शादी क्या करने की जरूरत है? But the child also needs a father. It's very selfish of me to just say कि because मुझे husband पसंद नहीं है, लड़के पसंद नहीं है, तो मैं बच्चा कर रही हूँ बस and I will deny this kid वो father का प्यार. Why should I do that? I don't want to be this selfish person.
So I was thinking the same. A lot of people say, my idea earlier was मेरे को I wanted to find a co-parent. I find a lesbian couple also वो हो नहीं रहा है. Now the thing is I'm thinking surrogacy, but वो मेरे साथ the problem is now my dad not here, nobody is here. I don't think I can handle a child. तो ऐसा हो जाएगा मैंने बच्चा पैदा कर दिया, but I'm like I don't know what to, I can barely keep my aloe vera and my snake plants alive. What I'll take care of a baby, so like.
But you will, Pitu. I have a feeling you'll make a great dad. Yeah, and this I'm pretty sure only very few people in your life can tell you this. एक मैं हूँ और I think 2-3 और लोग हैं जो जानते हैं, जिन्होंने वो साइड देखा है of you. Like ये एक perception बना हुआ है कि you're this, chilled out, cool person, मस्ती करता रहता है ये वो. But there's a other side of you which बहुत कम लोगों ने देखा है. I've seen that side, so I feel like you will be a great dad.
I think she's seen the worst side of me. Like after
That
one.
was not worse. See again, that's not the worst. That's your human side.
उस पे तो do you know do you know which I'm talking about?
I know all the parts that you're talking about.
All
I
the
know
parts,
exactly
yeah.
what you're talking about.
But I miss, you know what I really want in my life? For you to have a partner.
Yeah,
For me to have a husband.
Partner mat bol. Everybody will be like, oh, I'm ready to be your partner.
For you to have a husband.
Yes, husband.
Pati, for me to have a partner. For Shivam to have a partner.
Huh.
And for all of us to go on a holiday.
Oh, wow.
And then bitch about our spouses because we'll be so irritated and we want the friends.
Exactly what I want. And I want to come back to you and say, यार पारस मैं तो single ही अच्छी थी, ये कहाँ फंस गई, मेरा husband ये करता है, वो करता है, and you'll be like, I know I'm going through the same stuff with my partner, blah blah blah. Good idea.
This is really part of like what I really want to do. I think, you know, I think the one thing, the multiple things that we have in common in life, right? The one thing which obviously for you, which I see, and again, like on any podcast, is something you don't want to talk about, we just don't have to. The one thing I know you have a major issue with that I would see from the outside is that now most powerful women are just intimidating.
Oh, yeah.
Someone like you who's arrived in life and this and that, half the time when you're meeting boys, they don't think they're equal to you.
Yeah. I know what you're saying, which is really sad, but
How do you, is that?
I'll tell you some recent example. I was talking to this one guy जो एक बहुत बड़ी company का बहुत अच्छे position पे है, okay? Let me just put it like that. अच्छी बात हो रही है, हम रोज बात कर रहे हैं, we're talking regularly, we're talking about दोनों को same चीजें चाहिए life से, Libra. So I'm like getting along with this guy, you know. Everything is great, but he would just not ask me out. So I said, मिलेंगे कभी हम या सिर्फ फोन पे ही बात करते रहेंगे, फोन पे ही शादी कर लेंगे, बच्चे कर लेंगे. या मैं इस हफ्ते बिजी हूँ, मैं इस हफ्ते बिजी हूँ, इस हफ्ते बिजी हूँ. One day I actually asked him, I said, issue क्या है? He said, you know what, I actually don't think I'm a good looking guy, so I'm sorry, I don't want to meet you. He legit told me that and he backed off. So even a guy who's doing really well अपनी कोई और एक stupid सी insecurity की वजह से, and I've seen his pictures, he was fine. वो मिला ही नहीं मेरे से, मिला ही नहीं, he literally blocked me.
And you're not shallow, unlike me.
I
For
don't
you,
care.
actually, yeah. For you, your attraction actually is to a person.
Yeah.
And yeah. But you know, the reason that happens is because for a lot of people, and I can see myself in that position where sometimes when I really like someone, or someone I just want like hump and all, I don't really care. वो हाँ बोले ना बोले हाँ बोले ना, you know, girl guy makes no difference.
Yeah.
But someone who I really love, मेरी फट जाती है उनसे बात करने में.
क्या बात कर रहे
Now in a gym, if there's all these like these good-looking blonde, the one I really want to talk to, I can't talk to. Shivam has called me 2 days ago. Shivam is my other best friend. There's this very cute chick who's been talking to him all the time.
हो? Okay.
He calls me, he's like, Paras, what is wrong with me? I said, lots of things, but where should we start? He's like, this
sorry,
girl is
Shivam.
talking to me and I like her so much, but I'm not, and this is Shivam who looks really good.
I know.
He's like, I don't know how to ask her because what if she says no? So that vulnerability na, comes from everyone because you have something to lose. So
Fear of
that
rejection.
guy, because obviously in his head, Rupal is someone he
Yeah.
wants to be with in such a big way. उसका वो एक बार जब वो टूट जाएगा ना बेचारे का वो तो उसको डर लग रहा होगा. You don't have this problem, I realize.
Not at all, not at all. I
But you
know
don't, when you
issues.
approach someone, what about the fear of rejection?
I don't. I used to have a lot. Now I don't care. Because I realized that the fear of rejection was holding me back in a lot of things. I had a problem लोगों से मैं चीजें पूछ नहीं सकती थी, काम नहीं मांग सकती थी because I had a problem with asking. Why did I have a problem with asking? वो इसीलिए था because it's a fear of rejection. अब I'm like, okay, what's the worst case scenario? मना कर देगा, ठीक है.
ठीक है.
I'll find somebody else. It's okay. So I had to develop that, but it took time. But
So,
it's happened.
The one other thing you taught me actually, which I started doing a little bit now, you know how I was always nice and you would keep saying to me, you don't have to be nice to everyone. Right?
Yeah. Oh God, he's like the sweetest person to everyone.
उससे मेरी बहुत झंड हो रही थी. I think after dad, a lot of things changed in my life. I also realized people pleasing to unfortunately comes with this problem of the sun sign that we really have. Okay, so it's just one of those things, unfortunately.
No, I've gone to the opposite end. People hate me now. I'm quite mean. But go on.
But then how did you go from this spectrum to that spectrum?
Just by being mean and rude. By telling them stupid stuff to their face.
If someone says something to Rupal, says something and somebody says something to Rupal and to me, वो उसको फट से जवाब दे दी कि वो बात बम्बी खत्म हो गई, उसने बोल दिया खत्म. Right?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I would not have done this. तो वो उसने बोल दिया, मैंने कुछ नहीं बोला, मेरे दिमाग में वो 10 दिन के लिए चल रहा है. तो I am saying मुझे ये बोलना चाहिए था, मेरा डायलॉग ये होना चाहिए, तो it's giving me severe anxiety and stress. I'm like इसका तरीका better है.
But I'll tell you ये कैसे हुआ. This is going to sound very weird to everybody, but जब हम लोग specially हिंदी में बात करते हैं, because you speak in English, maybe it's a different thing. But ever since I've actually switched to tu, things have actually changed. This is going to sound very weird, but just hear me out. When you're talking to someone with तू क्या कर रहा है, तू ऐसे क्यों बोल रही है ना, अपने आप उस flow में मेरा हर चीज निकल आती है बाहर. Like the honest to God truth, even if it's mean, rude, whatever. And people take it in a friendly way because तू बोलते है को अपनापन सा भी लग रहा है उन लोगों को. So I've picked that up. So if I have to say something mean to somebody, मैं हिंदी में बोलती हूँ और तू करके बोलती हूँ.
Yeah, that's why they also say तुम चूते हो. They don't say आप चूते हैं. I think the
Yes.
two really makes a whole difference.
Yeah.
I think the two strategy I think more like it's more
It's
familiar.
good. Yes.
It's more familiar.
And it's like, you're my friend, you're my buddy.
But this I have a problem with. Like if somebody says something to me which is एक तो मेरी over sensitivity issue बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया था बीच में. Like you know, like there was also a point where I would keep singing. Like every small thing is beginning to hurt my feelings. So then you realize the world can't be on eggshells because you know whatever. So I think that I had to really work on. But this is the one thing I sort of took from you about the fact that I think Rupal has really internalized the fact that when somebody is saying something wrong, उसको उधर ही बोल दो कि I don't appreciate, वो बात खत्म हो गई. Your relationship doesn't go through a strain. Once
Also एक और चीज़ है यार पीटू, जब people are saying mean stuff to you ना, it's more about them. It's never about you. Suppose someone's making fun of you and I today, or for whatever reasons, या मेरे reels का या तुम्हारे reels का मजाक उड़ा रहे. It's because they are somewhere something's triggering them. They are unable to do what probably you're doing, or it's triggering them because they want to be that but they can't be that. Otherwise, why would you be triggered? Why would you even say something mean?
correct.
So it's always about them.
I want to ask about reels, but I will not edit this part. I want to confirm that this is still rolling. पता चला नहीं इतनी बकबक कर दी और कुछ नहीं हुआ. All good in the hood. This is
But you have
fantastic.
memory ना, कितना memory?
That should be fine. Like okay, I want to ask you about reels. Okay, the new इस लड़की का मैंने दिमाग खा लिया था पिछले 10 साल से. Make Instagram. She would not give two hoots about social media, and suddenly Rupal Tyaggi's entire life is about Instagram.
Oh my
And that's
God.
true, right?
Yeah,
And
that's
I've been saying this for such a long time, and you've embraced it to a whole different level
Thank
now.
you for saying this on camera because कोई नहीं मानता that there was a time I did not make reels.
And you didn't want anything to do with it.
I still probably don't. If we are out, you'll never see me with my phone.
Yeah.
मेरे सारे reels घर में बनते हैं. पहले जब मैं ready हो गई हूँ, then I go out and I just chill.
But I really like this, and this is the same with me. When I make stories and all, but हमारी जो content होता है, हम जब मस्ती कर रहे हैं,
Correct.
which is actually true.
Correct. And this changed because of COVID. Because I realized some friends of mine were still making a lot of money, Exhibit A. But I wasn't. I was just sitting at home waiting for another TV show to happen. But
Yeah.
COVID आ गया, आप घर पे बैठे हो क्या कर रहे हो? Wasting time and your talent, and where do you practice?
But you
इतना easy practice है ये.
You have become. We talk about your Instagram growth a lot, actually.
Who's the we?
Shivam and me, Utkarsh and I
Okay.
sometimes, and you know, like,
See, Utkarsh is great for the two example, by the way.
yeah, he is. He really is.
Anyway, go on.
So, but like, you know, you really enjoy it. Like, you look great in it. The clothes are fantastic. She's also now a fellow entrepreneur, which I love. So I remember, I think I was traveling and I saw Rupal suddenly she had launched April's Closet.
Yeah, April 21.
April 21's Closet. And I remember thinking, dude, I to मैं सबको बोलता हूँ, मैं जितने भी दोस्त हैं, this is my honest advice to people, start a business. I think it liberates you. You've seen how my life entirely changed dramatically.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think, you know, Shivam said something so beautiful to me. He said, you know, before your dad passed away, he at least saw how you were. तो मैं तो उससे टप सारे आंसू निकल गए थे. So when I saw this, the new venture of yours, it was fan plug कर दो, बता दो. I will only say it, my friend. Basically, she started this really good, interesting initiative where she has a lot of fantastic clothes. Okay.
Yeah.
अब as an actor, she wears them for an event and this and that. फिर
Once,
उसका कुछ होता नहीं.
twice max.
Then how does it work?
And then it's just lying in my closet, so you know, might as well sell it to people who want to buy it. Also, it's great for sustainability. Yeah, my friend's a fashion designer, so you know, we keep talking about all of this. And क्या करें उन कपड़ों का जो आप ऑलरेडी एक दो बार पहन चुके हो, कई बार ऐसा होता है doesn't fit you anymore. What do you do with it? You worn it एक बार, but ये fit भी नहीं हो रहा. You're feeling bad. So you sell it to somebody else. They use it, they upload it, and then they pass it on. जो हमारे इंडियन कल्चर में शुरू से होता आ रहा है. It's just that we got too cool for our own stuff.
yeah.
तो हमने करना बंद कर दिया. पहले सारे लोग अपने कपड़े ऐसे ही शेयर करते थे. बड़ी बहन छोटी बहन को देती थी, and so on and so forth.
Everything was a hand-me-down actually. Even
Yeah.
my mum's side had 9 children. You think they were buying clothes to everyone? बड़ी मासी का छोटी मासी ने पहन लिया, फिर उसने पहन लिया, फिर किसी और ने पहन लिया. And the babies, whether you were a boy or a girl, everyone was wearing frocks.
Yes, and that's great. You know, the fashion industry is one of the biggest polluters. जिसको देखो प्लास्टिक की बात करता है.
Yeah.
Fashion industry is one of the biggest polluters on the planet. So, and also I'm making some money also. क्या जा रहा है उसमें?
So it's nice. It's not bad.
It's just win-win in all ways.
You're going to reach the 1 million number very soon on Insta. How does that feel?
Yes. सच्ची बोलूं एकदम. People are not going to believe this. It doesn't matter. I'm very happy right now also. 1 million will just be K की जगह M लिखा होगा. That's it. I'll be doing the same stuff.
I'm so glad Rupal has said this because people, when I say this to people, they said, "आप ना ऐसे ही बोल रहे हो." You remember when the blue ticks first started?
Oh.
We were one of the first people that didn't get it, right?
Yeah.
Now, oh no, I think you got it much later. I remember you got,
Yeah.
So I got it like just, I think MTV was doing something. And everyone said, oh, it must have changed your life. And actually it doesn't, it's just a thing. The first time 100K happened, I was like, oh, but you know, it's just a thing. So even 1 million, but these are still big numbers and you feel proud of it.
Yeah, of
so
course.
it gives you a big, you know, like a thingy. And as boys, we also have a lot of jealousy for women creators. आपने अक्सर बहुत सारे आपने
Oh,
just,
आपने.
oh God.
आपने. Oh my God.
But I can't do too. Rupal, तू क्या कर रही है? It doesn't
अरे
even sound
पारस
like
तू
me.
चल ना बोलना है.
But for some reason, when I hear it, it doesn't sound wrong. Can you imagine me saying रूपल तुम क्या
रूपल
तू माइक
तू
कैन
क्या
स्पेल
कर रही है, रूपल तू क्या कर रही है, बोलो एक बार, लेट्स प्रैक्टिस दिस।
रूपल तू क्या कर रही है?
अब बोल रूपल तू, नहीं गाली नहीं दे सकते ना, गाली दे सकते हैं?
हाँ ऑफ कोर्स
रूपल तू चूतिया है, say it, say it, see he can't,
but I can say it generically.
no पारस तू चूतिया है, अब now say it।
Now in my head I'm thinking why is she abusing me? मैं तो कुछ भी नहीं किया है, ऐसे क्यों गालियां दे रहे हो?
Just
So
like,
just-
like imagine you're Utkarsh and you're saying it।
उसको तो मैं बोल दूंगा तू लौडू है। उसको तो like I think it just comes from the heart only. He's fighting with me by the way.
Oh, we're
He
not
fought
talking
with
to
me.
you.
He's fought again. Utkarsh, if you
We're not
watch this,
talking to you.
call me. Okay, so what I was going to say is, I said for a lot of us when we talk about the content, you know, a lot of guys, काफी लड़के होते हैं, लड़कियों का अच्छा ऐसे है, थोड़ा ऐसे हल्का सा कुछ हिला लिया, बहुत सारे followers मिल गए, right? Rupal's content is not like that. Actually, a lot of your content is stuff. I know a lot of little girls follow
Girls, yeah,
you, and
yeah.
you know, whatever is very different. So I want to ask you about that lastly, but how you identified that TG for yourself?
You know, I would think the same about guys कि एक लड़का है बहुत you know सिक्स पैक एब्स बने हुए हैं, स्विमिंग पूल से निकल रहा है, सारी लड़कियां उसको फॉलो करने लगी।
हाँ।
वो सब लोग सोचते हैं about everybody else's you know content कि ओ इसको देखो ये मतलब you know सिर्फ ऐसे कपड़े पहन के चल रही है तो मतलब इसको व्यूज मिल गए, which is true actually.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's got anything to do with one particular gender because there are a lot of girls
Everyone
also
is like that.
who are following guys just because you know of the thirst trap or whatever crap. बट मेरा तो मेरे शो की वजह से लड़कियों ने फॉलो करना शुरू किया इनिशियली, एंड नाउ आल्सो बिकॉज व्हाट आई एम ड्रेस्ड अप एंड आई एम एंटरटेनिंग देम, लाइक आई एम मेकिंग देम लाफ, सो मोस्टली लड़कियां ही फॉलो करती हैं।
Correct.
इनफैक्ट इफ आई एम डूइंग समथिंग सेक्सी they don't like it.
They don't like it.
They don't like it. The reel that you were talking
Yeah,
about,
yeah.
when I thought I was looking so sexy for the first time in my life, मैं खुश हो रही हूँ, वो लोगों को बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं आया. But if I'm wearing a suit and doing the gidda, people love that.
And also, you're very. The one thing I think Rupal is tired of hearing from me is Rupal, I'm feeling fat. Rupal,
Oh
I'm
my
feeling
God.
fat. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, we should talk about. This is what we should actually address.
Okay, let's do it.
हाँ. What do you do if किसी के दिमाग में ये बैठा हुआ है कि हम मोटे हैं, बट फैक्ट ये है कि जब 10 साल बाद वो आज की फोटोज देखेंगे उन्हें रियलाइज होगा कि वो बिल्कुल भी मोटे नहीं थे. What do you do then?
I'm very I body shame myself a lot. You know, मेरे को इतने सारे लोग बोलते हैं, you're a health freak. I tell them I'm not a health freak, I'm horny. Basically, I want to have so much sex with people that basically for that, जब नंगा हो मेरे को ना अच्छा दिखना है, तो मैं health उस चक्कर में करता हूँ. तो very often when people think that I'm such a health freak, I take care of my health and skin and all, saying of course, great, but
Yeah.
actually that's because I want to keep like humping people all the time. So the byproduct of that is good health. So a lot of the times when I'm feeling bad about myself is because a lot of my insecurities have become very obvious to me in the last 1.5, 2 years. Where I realized that no matter how I was doing, I would have a lot of people, everyone wanted to sleep with me, but nobody wanted to be with me. And at the same time, whoever wanted to be with me, I didn't want to be with them.
Yeah, yeah.
So suddenly, तुम्हारे दिमाग में से सटक जाता है that maybe I'm not good enough. Now that was not a sentiment I had ever in my life. So I think a lot of the body shaming came from that. हम जब भी पार्टी के लिए जाते थे, मैं I would send Rupal these videos, but मैं ये पहन रहा हूँ, ये पहन रहा हूँ, ये पहन रहा हूँ, 3-4 कपड़े चेंज कर दी. Eventually I had this one black jeans जो मैं हमेशा घूम फिर के पहनता हूँ, उसमें मैं पतला लगता था. तो I'm like, oh, if it's a black jeans, it must be a party. अब मैंने वो खराब हो गई वो jeans.
See, now you don't need jeans.
Now I don't need jeans. Yeah.
But no, that's a lot of people. That was me also. And now when I go back and I look at my show, मुझे तो लोगों ने बोला था, like, you know, my producers and whatever people. So जब मैं अभी अपना footage देखती हूँ, in fact my show has gone back on air now. It's on Big Magic and can I name the channel? Card देना please, whatever.
Yeah.
So my show is back on air right now, and I was watching a scene yesterday and I was like, इतनी पतली हूँ मैं, इतनी पतली, इतनी सुंदर लग रही हूँ. लोगों का issue क्या था? That they went to this बच्ची, you know, इतनी छोटी बच्ची and said, यार तुम पतले हो जाओ. So for me it was never there, but people put it in my head. And उस time पे, you know what actually happened? लोगों के pressure में मैं पतली होने की जगह I became unhealthy because I'm a rebel. तुमने बोला पतले हो, मैं पतली तो होंगी नहीं. And because I was so stressed, I kept piling on weight and became unhealthy actually, which was bad. But this is with everyone, yeah. Reality check थोड़ा मिलना चाहिए.
Especially in this industry, it's quite bad.
Yeah, but like वो होता है ना, you have to see yourself clearly in the mirror. खड़े होके like now I remember that one day when I just stood and I looked at myself and I said, अच्छा, यहाँ पे ये है, यहाँ पे ये है, यहाँ पे ये, यहाँ पे है. Do you want to be healthy? Do you want to be living this life एक block के साथ जिंदगी भर, या you want to get rid of this? And then I felt sick, which a lot of people don't know. And that changed my perspective. अब तो as long as I'm healthy, I'm very happy. I'm very
That's
happy. मैं
really
बहुत
all you
sexy हूँ, बस बात खत्म.
जितने भी लौंडे हैं जिनको शादी okay, no hookup, she
शादी.
doesn't want a partner, she wants a husband.
Yeah,
It has to
and
be-
please live in Mumbai. या मतलब एक
criteria बता दो husband का, live in Bombay.
बॉम्बे में होना चाहिए, लॉयल होना चाहिए. These two things I really need. Everything else is okay.
Looks don't matter. A guy should
Money
not be
doesn't matter.
intimidated by you.
Yeah.
I feel like Seema Aunty on Indian matchmaking से इनको
प्लीज
क्या
सीमा
चाहिए?
आंटी मेरे लिए लड़का ढूंढ
इस पॉडकास्ट का नाम हम रखेंगे रूपल का स्वयंवर.
Yes, I
अगर आप इनके शौहर बनना चाहते हैं, kindly contact my team and we will put you in touch with her after we vet your, not vet like Gila, but like we vet your profile. Thank you for coming on the Big Pucci podcast.
Thank you, Big Pucci.
The mini Big Pucci podcast. Mwah.